Leo Terrell says progressives want us to live with criminals in our neighborhoods, and that's exactly correct. This is why they have these leftist policies, George Soros, Camilla Harris, these progressive policies that are allowing criminals out on the streets after committing all these crimes. How do you have someone commit so many crimes and still walk the street and be able to commit even more heinous crimes? This is crazy. This is outrageous. We need to do something about this. We need to let people know exactly what the progressives are doing and destroying this wonderful, wonderful nation. So, but before we get started, before I get to this clip, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account as well. So follow me there. All right, so let's get right to this clip. Here we go.
The trial in the 2022 murder of a 24-year-old UCLA grad student, Brianna Kupfer, is now underway. Sean Laval Smith is accused of stabbing Brianna to death while she was working alone at a furniture store. Police say he stabbed her 26 times. So let's bring in Leo Terrell, Fox News contributor.
For no reason. For no reason. Think about that. You're working at a store, at a furniture store, you know, trying to make some money, and someone just comes in there and stabs you 26 times for no apparent reason whatsoever. Disgusting.
The elements of this story and this case are just so gruesome, so horrible. The sounds in the courtroom drove the parents right out. They couldn't even tolerate it. Want to get your thoughts on what the public should think about this happening.
What should have happened, it should have never happened. This young girl should be alive today. What is the problem, Sandra? It is progressive criminal justice. This murderer, he's going to get convicted, has been on the loose for 15 years. Arrested, released, arrested, released, arrested, released. North Carolina, South Carolina, California, assaulting an officer.
Look at this. Oh, they don't zoom in on it. How can you have been locked up this many times and you're still on the streets? Like, this guy was an obvious nuisance, an obvious menace to society.
Misdemeanor crime, shooting a weapon into a vehicle where there was a young little boy. And now you have this situation. He was released by the district attorney office in LA regarding a misdemeanor possession of stolen property. Why is he on the streets? Because of progressive policy. George Gascon, George Soros, and guess who? The founder of progressive leadership in California, Kamala Harris. That is why this young lady is not alive today. You know what he's wearing right now? That monster is wearing a spit mask right now. That's not a COVID mask. That's a spit mask because of his outrageous conduct. And the defense attorney, Sandra, did not do an opening statement. Why? Let me be as clear as possible. 35 years of practicing law. That guy is going to be found guilty. Not even a question. He left a recording of his horrific crime at the scene. DNA, forensic evidence. It is a slam dunk case, but this goes much bigger. It is an indictment against progressive district attorney. And one last statement. The progressives want us to coexist, to live with criminals in our neighborhoods, in our schools, in our retail stores, in our hospitals. They want us to coexist. That doesn't make sense, Sandra.
That's the whole reason why we built the whole prison system. Lock away evil people like this guy. They have no business being in polite society whatsoever. This is the whole reason why we have prison systems, because of evil individuals like this man. And who in their right mind looking at that record would have this dude walking the street? He's a habitual offender. He continues to recidivize. So why not just lock him up and keep him there? These stupid progressive policies literally costing people lives.
6'2", 190-pound male. He basically walked up to that girl working alone in a furniture store, told her she never had a chance, turned on a video. The video recorded almost everything. I mean, the evidence against him, I mean, he left the bent knife there. But there's digital audio recordings, there's security camera images, and we just had a second ago up the number of mugshots dating back over the decades. how many times this guy has been arrested for absolutely abhorrent behavior. This is Brianna's parents. They spoke to a local affiliate about what it has been like since they lost their daughter.
Your brain honestly wakes up from a nap, from a sleep, and you jolt like someone electrocutes you because your brain suddenly realizes, "Ah, my daughter's gone."
You wake up, you think about it, you can't help it. You take a walk, you think about it, you do anything, she comes to mind. She was really a good girl, good living example of what more of it should be like.
So will this be a wake-up call to some of these cities that allow this to happen, to allow someone like that out on the street?
No, not in California. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie to your viewers. No, it's not a wake-up call. We got a progressive mayor. We got a progressive governor. We had a progressive U.S. senator who's now vice president. Progressive district attorneys currently exist in California and throughout the nation. We need a complete overhaul. And one other point about this monster was looking for a one-on-one situation. He was basically lying in wait, looking for a victim, and he found the victim. And more importantly, he not only showed his hatred towards this young girl, he had a hatred towards women.
Yeah.
He had a hatred towards women. He's a monster. And yet, he's allowed to roam the streets. Makes no sense. It's very frustrating to live in California.
He had apparently gone store to store prior to reaching the one Brianna was in. And if it had more than one person working there, he continued on until he found her working alone. And
if you live in a city in a state like California, or your cities like that, get out. You have to get out, because they aren't doing anything for your security whatsoever. In fact, they are making it where you are insecure. They are making it where you're not safe, by allowing these people to roam the streets.
And in those other stores, he was ranting anti-women. He was going on tirades. Just brutal. Leo, thank you for joining us on that.
Crazy. I don't understand. But and I agree. I'm glad he admitted the truth. None of this is going to change. They're going to continue. They're going to continue on with these progressive policies, and more people are going to get hurt, and I don't think it's going to get any better. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.